Mercedes W221 Smart Key not working? Xhorse FBS3 solution revealed. Hi everyone, this is Hussein, and welcome back to Baabji Motors, the place where car diagnostics, key programmers, and ECU secrets all come alive. Let me start off with something quick, a little playful, and a little serious too. Imagine you're holding a shiny new smart key. You walk up to your Mercedes W221 and you're ready to show off with that one-touch start button. But suddenly nothing happens. Embarrassing, right? Well, today we're diving right into that exact problem, and more importantly, the real fix behind it. Before we roll ahead, here's a quick but important disclaimer. This video is purely for educational and informational purposes. Everything I show here is designed to help technicians, learners, and enthusiasts understand the process better. We follow fair use rules. Any clips, images, or references are for review and education only. All trademarks and brands belong to their rightful owners, and you should always stick to your local laws and manufacturer's official guidelines when working on vehicles. Now, let's make this fun. Here's a quick question for you. Did you know that not every aftermarket keyless smart key actually works on older Mercedes models like the W221? Drop your guess in the comments before I reveal the exact answer at the end. I want to see how many of you get this one right. And before we dive deep into the fix, I need your support. Most of you watch without subscribing, and honestly, that single click on the subscribe button changes everything for this channel. So let's set ourselves a challenge. Can we hit 10,000 likes and 1,000 comments within just 1 week? I believe we can with your help. Also, don't forget to hype this video in the comment section. It's free, it's fun, and it boosts us right up on YouTube's leaderboard. Let's do this together. All right, let's break it down step by step. The issue here starts when you try to make a spare proximity key for a Mercedes-Benz W221 using the Xhorse VVDI MB tool. On paper, it looks like it should work perfectly. But when you try to use that brand new Xhorse Smart Key, especially with the keyless start/stop button, the car simply refuses to respond. It's frustrating. You press the button, nothing happens. Yet if you insert the key directly into the electronic ignition switch, or EIS, the car starts up without hesitation. Naturally, the first instinct is to troubleshoot. You might think the problem is with the track selection or the key version. So you try setting it to V041. Still no luck. Then you grab another fresh key, go through the whole process again, but the results don't change. The original factory key works flawlessly, but the brand new Xhorse Smart Key just won't cooperate. So what's the actual root of the problem? The answer lies in the compatibility of Xhorse keys with certain Mercedes models. Specifically, Xhorse keyless smart keys do not work on Mercedes W221 models made before 2009. That's the key detail right there. If your car is from 2008 or earlier, the VVDI MB Smart Key simply isn't supported. Keyless functionality on these cars only became available from 2010 onwards, especially in models like the W164 and W166. In other words, if your Mercedes W221 is a 2008 or early 2009 model, don't waste time and money trying to get a Xhorse Smart Key to work. It's just not going to happen. The only options that will actually function properly are either the original factory 2008 key or a CGDI smart key designed for that exact year. And here's a tip. CGDI keys tend to work more reliably on these older models, making them the better choice when it comes to replacements. Now, one more important note. You don't necessarily need to use the CGDI MB tool itself to program those CGDI smart fobs. Any capable Mercedes key programmer should be able to handle it. So if you already own a solid tool for Mercedes programming, you're good to go. It's just a matter of choosing the right key for the right year. And that's the full solution. Simple once you know the compatibility details, but incredibly frustrating if you don't. So, let's circle back to the question I asked at the start. Did you know that aftermarket Xhorse Smart Keys don't work on pre-2009 Mercedes W221 models? If you guessed yes, congratulations, you nailed it. If not, no worries. Now you know the truth, and you'll save yourself a ton of headaches the next time you deal with one of these cars. Personally, I think this is one of those situations that reminds us why paying attention to fine details like model year support matters so much in diagnostics and programming. It's easy to assume every key is universal, but in reality, compatibility is everything. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever run into a situation where a key programmer or key itself just didn't work the way you expected? Share your story down in the comments. I read every single one. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with a quick fun fact. Did you know that Mercedes was one of the earliest automakers to roll out true keyless go technology back in the late 1990s? But here's the twist. It wasn't standard, and even years later, compatibility varied wildly between models and markets. That's why even today, we see these tricky cases pop up. All right, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end. You're the reason Baabji Motors keeps growing. Don't forget our challenge. 10,000 likes and 1,000 comments within a week. Show your support by hitting like, dropping a comment, and if you're really enjoying the content, a super thanks goes a long way in keeping this channel alive. And of course, smash that subscribe button and hype this video. It costs you nothing, but it helps us climb the charts and reach even more people. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and most importantly, keep diagnosing smart.